We are back. One more set to go here in Friday's prelim competition in the Pro Division. It's going to be Red Legion, the victors at the event in Texas, and they're going to be taking on the Bears. Bears did win against Uprising in their first match, so both these teams are undefeated. And then also in this set, XFactor going to be taking on Aftermath. XFactor was able to take down Fit in their first game, and Aftermath dropped in OT. Diesel so hungry to get back in that win column. Jumping into point number one, Matty Marshall got Nick Sloviak and Rich Telford, and it looks like first to strike is going to be the Bears, and they shoot, as Legion, as they shoot two bodies both off the snake side, just completely destroying the side, and they just continue to be masterful off the break, getting Malloy right into the 50-yard line, and there goes just a slew, two more bodies walking off, just one player left alive for the Bears.
Yes, very good first point for the Red Legion, very challenging first point for the Bears. Bears are going to have to make some adjustments. Red Legion's doing just fine.
Yeah, I think that guy there on your screen, Alexander Bridnikov, Malloy,
The bar.
got himself at least a 3-pack on that one, getting up into that Hertz 50 snake bunker right away, wrapping and shooting paintballs out of his die M3 plus marker into his opponent's bodies.
How do those die guns shoot, Nick?
They're smooth,
Like
unsolicited. You want to shoot this one of the smoothest markers out there. The new DSR Plus, the DSR Plus and the new colorways are available.
Nice.
Here at the booth.
They
And
sure are pretty.
diepaintball.com and a bunch of online retailers, as well as your friendly neighborhood mom and pop brick and mortar paintball store. Get out there and support those guys, keeping the dream alive and supporting you in your quest for more paintball.
You heard?
I heard a few things. Looking at the boys in red and gray, San Diego Aftermath out of ASG Paintball Park in Paris, California.
Yep, playing against XFactor, who's been pretty darn good all weekend.
Yeah, XFactor made it into the finals, lost a heartbreaker to Legion in overtime, getting 2 penalties in that point. Jumping into point number one here, throwing 15 minutes on the clock. Billy Bernaccia going to shoot first and then hit the deck crawl up, and he's been pretty relentless.
Listen, Matt, if you want to beat XFactor, what's the first thing you have to do?
Shoot Billy Bernaccia.
Neutralize Billy Bernaccia, right?
But the problem is they picked up Axel, so they got to deal with Axel too.
Then you got to find Axel and get him off the field too.
Yeah, but then you got to shoot TJ and Matt and Peter.
Hey, here's a question. Where's Axel?
Yeah,
out there.
Not playing right now. But Grayson Gladstone also quick to get in there with Billy Bernaccia, and we're seeing this a lot more. Guys, they know they're there, and they're just ripping those inside lanes, but not wanting to risk their body, kind of waiting, biding their time, waiting for the right moment so they can try to get that kill clean.
Yeah, and it is tough to come around as we're looking at Danner and whoever that is bent over there. Is that Stetzel? If it is, he changed. Oh, it's Cody Bayless. So Cody Bayless right there. Look at that, zooming in on that guy. Cody hugging the outside of that because of the pressure being put on him cross field from Aftermath.
Yep. And he's
hiding.
And he's absorbing the pressure, right? Sometimes if you've got 2 or 3 guns on you, gunfighting with those guys is a terrible idea, right? You want to let the other guys in your team know who's shooting at you, absorb that pressure, and allow them to get back in the game for you.
Yeah. And and Rich, we move back here to the. Can't really call it a battle on the snake side. It's just the 2 guys here that are essentially 10 feet
Proximity
apart.
battle?
Yeah, the difference is that we've seen now, and what I've noticed is the teams are content with letting the players you see in XFactor side, the 4, that's Matt Jackson, and in the 3, no, that's Steven, just kind of sit there and hold the outside. So if you do come around,
you get shot.
You get shot, you're kind of protected, but I would argue that you should just go and trade, and especially if you're Aftermath, because that number 4 player, number 51 for Aftermath, is in a perfect position to refill the 50 and wrap and either catch Matt on the fill out or Meter on the fill in.
Look how long Matt Jackson's been able to stand on the top of that, Nick.
Yeah, and this is the difference. This is the difference between a more experienced veteran player, where that's a J-Rab move, that's a Rainy move. They're recognizing that their mirror is so content.
Archie.
Yeah, so content with shooting the outside of the 50 snake to protect their front guy, which is their job, but they're going to go ahead and peek over the top and look for any exposed loaders or faces or secondary fills that they can pick up on.
While doing the same job, right?
Yes.
Able to do the same job the other guy is, but giving himself the opportunity to have the eyes downfield.
Gives you a little extra credit, just makes it a little bit scarier as far as survivability is concerned. So
top pro tip.
Yeah, this is one of the longest we've seen 5-on-5 this entire tournament. I mean, we're down to 12:20 here, and there hasn't been a kill.
Well, both of these teams like playing long, slow points, right?
And just checking in the back center there, ref going in on that number 2 player for Aftermath. They are clean. The difference between these 2 teams now is that Aftermath with a slightly better field position over here on the snake side. Still doesn't have that player in the back. You can see the 1, 2, 3 across that back line. We typically call that the pocket.
Yep. 21.
And, XFactor's got a better spread over on the Dorito side.
For sure.
But yet neither team really trying to put the pinch on that can of death, which is...
Yeah, Grayson just look inside and try to catch the gunfight on him, but because there's no one on the Dorito side of the field, there's no one pinching him. He can kind of live on that D side.
You're absolutely right, Rich.
Thanks, Nick. That's like 3 times today, bro. Just so you know.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
record.
Find another job. Matt Fuzzy Jackson for XFactor makes the fill out now
Nice
from
fill.
the snake insert around the corner and crawling into the snake 1 to help out Billy Bernaccia. He's going to have a free move up to the snake 2.
And he might be looking to do what you were saying 51 should do, right? He might look to go through, clear Gladstone out, and leave the wire open for Billy.
Yeah, and you see all that paint on the outside of Matt's bunker there in the bottom left. That's not because someone's shooting at that guy there. It's because the snake insert bunker is shooting the outside of the 50 brick.
Nick, for a second, I thought we were going to have a body finally drop, as I believe it's Ramirez in that can. But ref went and checked him out. He's good to go. So still 5 bodies alive for both teams here. And we're coming up on a 5-minute point almost here. We're 4 minutes already, but no one's died. But yeah, Matt Jackson in a pretty good position here. Running referee going to come in and check out
TJ
that
Danner.
corner.
I think he made it out there clean.
There's your first elimination. Aftermath going to drop David Ramirez out of that can.
Cannot stay alive in that can.
And that's, if he picked up the move from Danner, that was his opportunity to try and dig out. And unfortunately, he didn't. And now the bodies are going to shift on the snake side as, oh, nope, I thought they were. Looking at Danner and Cody Bayless of XFactor on your screen on the Dorito side for XFactor. Just kind of absorb, like you said earlier, Rich, just kind of absorbing
pressure,
paint and just living. And say, Maddie, before you said the first body drop, the only thing that's been dropping is pods for both teams. There are so many clips out there.
Boom, boom. Tip your waiter. Try the veal.
Yeah, so, and there's just no one on that D side here, so that's going to give, even though it's a 4-on-5, so a slight high body situation for XFactor, it's a big advantage because you don't have to worry about any incoming shots from anywhere in the Dorito side right now if you're playing on San Antonio XFactor.
And Billy maybe going to look to make this highway jump.
Yeah, if he does, he'll just trade out with Gladstone. Grayson got the cross kill.
On Cody Bayless. So Cody Bayless. Yeah, Cody Bayless coming off from D2. That's going to even up the count.
4-on-4 now.
Huge kill for Aftermath.
There it is.
And then there goes the inside run for Billy Bernaccia. Trades his body to do it, so now it's 3-on-3, but Matt Jackson's in a real good spot to take over that attack because he's already in Snake 2. It's a blessing to have your second attacker close to your first attacker, whereas now Aftermath's going to have to reposition to try to deal with Jackson.
And that was that Grayson in the 50s?
Yes.
See, I don't know if Grayson or anyone in Aftermath knew that they got that elimination on Cody. That Cody is walking off the back line, so they should be able to call it out. But there's been no big secondary moves off that 50 trade outside of Meter Ninos, Dimitri, number 3 on your screen for XFactor's far left-hand side of your screen, making his way across. You can see TJ Danner right there. Great shot of him looking around that corner. That corner's got a lot of good drop shots. And the person he's contending with is the snake of Aftermath.
Matt, can you check your records and just make sure we've never had a first point that wasn't scored and immediately went to overtime?
Didn't XFactor have one?
We did, yeah. That was in World Cup 2 years ago.
Okay. And was XFactor involved with it?
There was like a 1-1 game.
Okay. But never a 0-0, huh? Interesting.
Well, at this rate, no one's going to have any paint.
Or air.
I mean, well, air, everyone should be covered. We're not going to, well, whatever. I can see at least one pod on Matt Jackson's number 1. You can see the lanes that he's illustrated to be shooting there to contain.
Thank you,
Nice
Steven.
fill out by Aftermath. A double fill.
Yep.
One to the snake corner and one to that can.
Now he needs to get out of that can.
He does. And
off of TJ's move, right?
Yeah, after TJ's move and off of the fact that, well, Matt can kind of see it.
So, Rich, I have acquired your information. It was, yes, it was 0-0 going into overtime, and the game ended 1-0. Houston Heat beat XFactor in the quarterfinals.
Thank you, Matt.
World Cup 2022.
I knew you'd have that queued up for me. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's why we keep him around, guys, not just a pretty face.
So, yes, this is the longest point we've seen by far all day long. I really hope this is not what Sunday's going to look like. Yeah. But we're in the prelims. And Sunday implications in all these matches, of course.
You're right. It usually plays much faster in the prelims than it does on Sunday. Good comms, both teams. Everyone kind of knows where everybody's at, and everyone's just kind of waiting for someone to make a mistake. Yeah, that can, Nick, is the most vulnerable position on that field.
It is, and he's got no paint.
Nope.
There's Danner, and you can see that's the battle on the Dorito side. Danner peeking the tape right there. So the both twos On the top-hand side of your screen, Danner on the left in the red, and Aftermath highlighted in the square there on the right. He's got to try to get out of that can. Oh my gosh, did he just get a shot on Fuzzy Jackson? He did.
Wow.
So huge kill on Matt Fuzzy Jackson. That leaves 2 bodies out there. And looks like TJ Danner also dies pretty much at the same time, about maybe 5 seconds later. So Aftermath stepping up, getting some huge kills on some guys that typically are really hard to shoot. That leaves just Meter Ninos, and it forces a quick concession here.
I was just going to say that Fuzzy should go inside, go to the 50 Dorito, 50 Snake, and shoot that inside shot on that can. As I was thinking that, he got shot.
I mean, that's a one way to a great job by Aftermath to win those gunfights. And the disappointing thing for XFactor is just kind of not putting it together with those 3 guys and trying to make a push. Because
Yeah, letting Aftermath kind of decide how the game is going to be played, right?
Well, I mean, to a point. I mean, that shot from
Marothi
from the can, I'm thinking on possibly both Danner and Fuzzy.
He might have got both those kills. Let's listen in real quick. We might find out.
5 alive. Play in zone.
Hey, dude, hey, chill out. Hey, let's keep calm, man. Come on.
We gotta make sure you keep your guns rolling. Okay, keep them up.
Hey, 6:44 on the clock. There's still fun and close.
I said possible candidate, right?
Get ready, guys.
So we're like, hey,
Who wants
follow
to
in the
top
candidate,
here?
possible candidate.
Ready, yeah. I'll
take it. He snuck out to the 100. So shooting at the 2, that would put a low ball and drop me a 4
Okay. We should know that though because they had to use all of it.
Yeah, but I just saw you shooting that way. I thought you'd be able to see.
No, I can't see the
No worries.
at all.
It's not gonna happen again. Now
I know, I saw that. It was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah, somebody must have called a timeout, but they just had forever. Legion and Brooklyn Bears had 8 minutes to go.
We expect to see a pretty solid game plan out of both of these
They
teams.
had 2 weeks to figure out what the game plan was
Yeah.
going to be.
Let's fucking go, dog. You up next.
They worked on that as long as the guys had from the Texas event.
Yeah, I mean, and we were listening to Aftermath in the pits kind of go over what just happened and break it down. Gonna have to reload a lot of tubes and reload. And I'm just interested now to see how the Bears can answer back to a very, very strong Russian Legion team who has just been dominating off the break and throughout almost every point they've played thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah, Legion Mercy ruled Blast Camp. They only let them score 1 point, and that 1 point that was scored was their second line. So, and then their second line finished it up and put the Mercy Rule win up on for their 7th point on the board. So it's been Legion, Red Legion by first-degree murder, pretty much every single time we've seen them take the field.
Yeah, and they're just amazing on the break, right? Sometimes they lose a body or 2, but they almost always shoot bodies.
That's true. They're very good at making those small adjustments and knowing immediately if whoever their teammate is that gets eliminated, how to adjust to compensate for their job and then reposition effectively.
Yep.
Well, still got 38 minutes, and it looks like the clock's been stopped, so maybe we're on a technical timeout here.
Could be, that's a safe bet.
Sounds like it. Technical timeout. Give us a chance to enjoy the beautiful view of Atlantic City.
Okay, so it looks like things are figured out, and they threw 30 seconds on the clock. I was about to softball you a question about Aftershock here, Nick, and have you fill some time, but...
Hit me with it. Ask me now, and I'll give you the answer after this point.
I was just kind of wondering what the vibe is on the team since you guys had a pretty good day today.
The vibe is healthy hippo smoothies.
But you're the only one here.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out to the boys getting smoothies and the girls.
So starting this next one here, see if the Bears can live through this break. It's been really hard for
Bears start with 4.
anybody to do that. Yeah, Bears, did they start with 4? It's like they might have.
They shoot Malloy, though. So 4 on 4.
Yeah, big kill. J-Rab's going to fill out from that back center, get into the Aztec. And Karslev has just been relentless over there. He's in D3.
Sakaguchi moving up to that wing, looking inside.
Mark Brolo able to make it into Snake 2 pretty fast.
Got Mr. Sandana backing him up. Gets another kill. 4 on 3 advantage here for the Bears.
Ooh, yeah, Bears clocking in, getting a couple kills.
Hey, if you can get Malloy and Sergey off the field, you got a chance, right?
Still going to have to deal with Karslev, Kirill, and J-Rab.
That's true.
Terrible lineup.
But at least you got a chance.
Yeah, J-Rab makes a great fill out to the corner as we see the overhead view of the bodies.
Yeah, now
And-
Kirill needs to get out of that little temple there.
Yeah, and so much time went by, we forgot that the Bears started down a body.
Yeah.
So this is looking really good for them.
J-Rab putting pressure on the snake insert.
And look at this. J-Rab knows, this is what we're talking about with that experience, that he can play over the top in this cut, be safe from the player down the tape, be safe from the snake insert, and do battle with this guy heads up in the Hertz can. And then at the same time, apply pressure to the can of death across field. He's got Karsliv parallel to him. You can see him on the top-hand side of your screen there in that blue Dorito, playing protection for J-Rab, and Kirill just kind of sitting inside, holding that lane across the field so the can cannot fill out to the corner.
Yeah, Karslev popped the top for a second to get a different angle, but then it goes just right back to that angle in that lane. Just looking in the middle, not really looking to engage at all. J-Rab is definitely engaging.
He won. He won that engagement on the 50 brick, so it is now a 3-on-3.
Man, that's rough. Austin in the snake insert.
I mean,
Barolo
Well,
in
it's just
snake.
when you're playing any of the top teams, the Bears have hung with some really good teams when another body comes off, but you get any sort of high body situation, you really have to take advantage of those. Oh,
Yeah.
man, J-Rab is just, the MVP
Slicing and dicing.
yesterday, and he is just cutting through people like a sharpened butcher knife.
Now he's doing the old slow jog in.
I mean, that's the difference between experienced guys and, the downside there with Bears. I was going to say I could hear about in talking, but they just didn't put it together. They were 3 bodies over here after taking out Malloy on just J-Rab. Like, Kirill was playing the protect for the wide move on the D side. So if they would have just tried to, work together to apply the pressure, Mark would have shot the tape and really pounded the tape on J-Rab, and they could have sent a runner.
Well, because essentially with Karslev just kind of posted up inside and then Kirill protecting him because he's the farthest guy up, it was kind of J-Rab versus everyone on the snake side, and he just shot them all.
And he won.
He's just playing with so much freedom right now. He just looks like he is completely in that flow state, and he's in the pits right now talking to his coach. Let's listen to him real quick.
Oh, okay. I can't help him.
10 seconds.
I think you may help if you go on the 2.
Yeah.
All these guys say, hey, Nick, no English, can't do interview. And then they talk to J-Rab perfect English. I like it. Here we go. Point number 2, Aftermath versus XFactor. Colt Roberts making a big move up and in to the center 50. Aftermath going to lose one off the break. Rich?
4-on-5 advantage here for XFactor as Axel attacks on the snake side.
Yeah, Axel getting a spin now on the second point. Going to immediately crawl all the way up to the Snake Hertz bunker.
He's going to shoot that can guy out.
Yeah, he is. Right in the pack. Ready?
Or foot or pack. It's coming.
Right
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, that's
Got him.
that.
Yeah, sneak in there now. You've already been shot, friend.
Oh, I mean, I saw it.
Yep.
They're
Well,
saying he's clean.
yeah, referee doesn't. Doesn't matter if we see it.
Well, he didn't wipe it off. It might have
Nope.
been one of those situations where, because if the ref sees you get hit with a paintball, no matter how much paint it leaves, you're coming off. But if it sprays all off of you, is that on that little nick on his pack right there?
I mean, he.
They're going back
That
in
might be
again.
glare, though, from our angle.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, you could see the paint spraying all over the dirt and the bunker. I thought I saw something come off the back of his pack, but from that great shot from our crew, zooming in, you don't really see any yellow paint, and the refs are right there on that. They're
Yeah.
very aware of that bunker being.
And you can see they're trying to shoot his foot. They can see his white foot. They just can't get a ball on it.
Yeah.
Little retreat here for TJ Danner, and he's going to run and gun out into the can.
Great read there.
Yeah, and this is where communication comes in. If I'm Axel, or if you're that player in that brick, and you can see that much, and you know how much you are forcing, and there's the angle right
Tell
there.
the
on your screen.
D1 to wrap.
Yeah, you got to tell your corner guy, hey, like Richie said, the call could be 88, it could be Tokyo. What we mean by calls is there's a single code word that means to pinch a certain spot, and it should be no secret to anyone that's played here today.
Or watched any of the webcasts.
Yeah, that is the position, and it's Stetzel, number 10 right there for XFactor, that's got to hear that code, get across the field to wrap and just apply pressure to the can, who is teammate. And there's Brandon Trujillo.
Trujillo.
His dad's gonna be mad now. I messed up. I'm sorry. Young stud.
Yeah, came out of
Yeah, and
Team
perfect. Look at
USA.
that.
Came out of Team USA camp.
God bless the boys downstairs. That is it. That is the pinch of death that will happen, and almost guarantee that can player, either on the red side or the blue side, cannot live.
Yeah, and he definitely isn't shooting his gun right now, right? That guy is just alive but completely neutralized.
Yeah, Brandon's just sitting there, and it's kind of tough to tell if Stetzel is shooting that shot. He should be.
Well, he's got to drop load and wrap on it, right?
Yeah, he does now make the move out of that corner, up the field.
God, another really it's starting to be a long point again.
I'm noticing a trend here.
Yes.
And scores.
Yeah, 1-0, 4 minutes left to go.
Again,
Four
though,
on
this is the
four.
style of play
5 on
that these
4.
guys like.
Yeah, 5-on-4 for XFactor.
So they're probably both very comfortable here.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say XFactor likes to play this way, but they will play it and play it very well because they'll go right at you too. I mean, it was a little bit more of a fierce game they played against Legion, and it started with a huge aggressive play with Colt Roberts, the full send up the middle.
Yeah, usually XFactor plays this way when they're winning. And they do a great job of burning time off the clock.
Yeah, they're just maybe just trying to just be careful out there, not throw away any of these bodies. And Aftermath not giving them much. Aftermath trying to protect this 1-point lead, just tips of barrels and edges of goggles. But yeah, very conservative gunfights for everybody all the way across the field. Kind of a little bit of a pillow fight right now.
Great shot at Axel there, looking inside from the Hertz bunker.
Good fill by TJ Danner to get out of that Dorito can and into the corner. He is now also in a fantastic position to apply pressure on Brandon.
Yeah, and he can also help push Timmy up that tape a little bit, right?
Yeah, Timmy's in a position, though, where the Snake 1 player for Aftermath, and Timmy hears you say that, Rich, from the VIP TVs, make his move into Dorito 3. This is where that gap comes in, the crossfield shot. But as I say that, Snake player for Aftermath plays heads up.
Yeah, looks outside and takes the shot away, right?
Yeah, and it is now, I completely forgot about the wedge Snake player on the inside is shooting that crossfield shot.
2.5 minutes left, Nick. Maddie, what do you think?
I'm just trying to figure out. So with XFactor, I think, look, when you're a top team like XFactor with the roster they have for 2024, a team that's won championships, won tournaments, maybe they're thinking, look, we're better than these guys. So if we draw them out and wait till the last minute, we get up a body, let's take the spots, let's try to figure it out. If they give us something cool, take it, but really make sure that you're not forcing the issue and giving them free kills. But it's coming down to time. Colt Roberts looking for it in the middle there, Nick.
Yeah, Colt Roberts is at the 50 on the outside of the center Hertz bunker, crawling, looking to get a kill on any of these Snake players. And Matt Fuzzy Jackson leaves the Snake insert, goes around the Snake corner, and now is in the Snake 1, which is great.
Yeah, he was out of position there. Much better position for Fuzzy now. He can get in this game.
Yeah, he's going to have to because we're coming up on a minute 45.
Well, it's also with XFactor's first game against Fit, that was a 7-point game.
Colt's probing in the middle, trying to find a way through.
Yeah,
he's going to go.
Careful.
He's going to go. Let's see if he can get through.
He's thinking about it.
Gets him.
He got him.
Oh, so Colt Roberts gets his man. He gets the shot in.
Gets
on,
two.
I believe Castro. Oh, and he shoots out Grayson. Colt Roberts. This is definitely going on the list, courtesy of Pate Smith. Oh, that's major.
Oh, major on Colt.
Oh, no. Colt was about to finish the entire.
Wait. No.
No, it's on Aftermath.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, really? Who shot him? So it looks like Aftermath's going to draw a major. That's going to give XFactor a big advantage because, and that's better than Jerry Caro's move. Colt Roberts, you are now in the lead for the $500 courtesy of Pate Smith Law. Pate Smith, an attorney that specializes in paintball player, but he's got a firm, and he'll go after your insurance company, try to get that property money. They're not trying to pay you.
And shout out to Colt Roberts because I did say, I'm not going to lie, I talked to him before the game about making a move through there, and it's funny because you said that's the one thing you want to see people do more of, and that is the move.
Well,
right?
we've been talking about this a little bit today, and I had some off-camera conversations about it yesterday as we were trying to figure this field out. The middle looked really scary, but I thought it could be a good place to finish because everyone's going to put that attention outside, and when you have a very scary middle, you're not going to have a lot of opponents in there, and he was able to do it. So Colt Roberts, the hero on that point. Let's listen in real quick.
They were trying to Alamo. We don't need to know.
Red Legion dropping Krill on the break. 4-on-5 advantage. 4-on-4.
Yeah, Bears going to lose their Snake corner.
Malloy right to the Snake 2. J-Rab filling behind him in Snake insert.
Bears now making, there's that Sakaguchi making his way up to the 50. Going to look inside right away. Does he pick up Sergey on the fill?
Does not.
Oh, but now Sergey gets shot. Two players for Red Legion get shot. So it is a 4-on-2. Two-body advantage for the Brooklyn Bears.
See if Sakaguchi can put this together.
Yeah, got to capitalize on this big advantage they have here with no points scored yet so far for the Bears, but only down 2. Got to stay in this match. Legion likes to play a little bit of a faster brand of paintball. So do the Bears. And styles make fights, styles make gunfights too.
Bears pushing into from Dorito 1 to Dorito 2, filling from back center to the Dorito side can.
J-Rab going to take the walk. Just Malloy over the top. People are going to run at him. Takes one.
1 point game, 11 minutes left.
Yeah, the Ohio Bears going to get their first point on the board.
Ohio Bears?
You
Oh, you're
remember
going
that?
to get a talking to from Magic Mike.
I know, I had to. He loves it. He's like, remember that time? You said we were from Ohio?
Listen.
I was like, if I heard your accents, I'd have known better.
Based on the fact that Magic Mike bought us dinner last time, I'm on Magic Mike's side of this.
I'm with you. I'll chalk that up because I did a Google search, and for whatever reason, it's because I clearly wasn't thinking, like Ohio popped up. I was like, did you know there was a Brooklyn, Ohio?
I did not.
They have to be the Ohio Bears.
Ohio Bears. Makes sense now.
Yeah, well, hey, plenty of time left in that game.
Yeah.
So
Tale of two games.
and a close game.
Yeah, close game, 1-2, 10:51. Now we're in the pits with the Bears.
Hey, quick turnaround, Bears. Quick turnaround. I shot the Seattle guy, and then we lost Mark. Yeah, gotcha. I got shot going to the corner in the back. Okay. That's cool. It's definitely the back center a lot.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. But I shot more guys, so whatever.
It's interesting they would say quick turnaround when it's been literally the longest turnaround for them.
Yeah.
Even though there's not much time, there is not much time in this X-Factor game, and the big question is,
What? All right, well, he died within
Aftermath
5.
has knocked him out.
Die within
Do they
5.
start with 3 or 4?
I'm
Because
okay
that
with
major
all
at the
that.
end.
I'm sure Jason's reviewing it right now, but they should be starting with 3 because if it was the last guy who got a penalty, they get pull 2, right?
Yeah, I just, sometimes the refs, when they throw if they did throw a red, maybe they mean yellow. So
True.
we'll have to just wait and see, right?
Yeah, it does happen sometimes. Ref reaches for the wrong flag on accident, throws a inadvertent major. But, yeah, we'll see. See how many bodies come out here. But there's no one out there right now currently here for Aftermath.
Yeah, we have no indication of a running clock. So, yeah, like Rich, you said, probably Commissioner Jason Trozen down in the booth re-watching the conclusion of that last point, which saw Colt Roberts come through the center and get himself at least a 3-pack.
Scary carry. Scary going through there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he made it look easy. A
Yeah.
textbook.
Yeah,
right?
and when he dove in there, I was afraid that the Snake 2 was going to pick him up, but he did not, and Colt was able to get 2 and then a 3rd. Very impressive,
Yeah. Shout out to Colt Roberts for tying this one up.
especially if he draws the penalty, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's
yeah,
huge.
not only did he have a 4-pack run through.
He shot like 7 dudes.
Yeah, he had the best. Yeah, he kind of did.
Killed 7 people. Maybe didn't shoot them all. They killed them.
Yeah, that is the best move we've seen all day today.
Yeah,
Given
that's
the,
a
given the
ghost-
situation.
That's a ghost tally.
Colt's been playing good this season. I love to see him playing offensive, risking it, going up the middle, making big moves.
Yeah, so none of that retirement talk, Colt, okay?
Yeah, we'll come find you. We'll drag you back. to the
Definitely got
field.
at least a couple more years left in you, bud.
Yeah, and that's, again, if a storied history with Colt. I think he really made for a name for himself playing for the Naughty Dogs, and he was a Snake player. Then he transitioned over to the Doritos with X-Factor, and now wherever the job needs to be done, you find Colt Roberts.
Yeah.
I
They can put
forgot
Colt
Colt
wherever.
Roberts played for the Naughty Dogs. That's amazing. I forgot that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think I don't know his first Texas team. I don't know if I know it's in the documentary that they did. I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was Texas Storm or who it was. They're saying 5-on-5.
I see, yeah,
5
5
on
bodies
5.
walking out.
Okay, penalty overturned.
So that's why we have reviews, folks.
Yep, good job, Jace.
Yeah, they don't happen all the time. There's no challenges allowed yet.
Yeah, they're talking about adding 1 challenger match.
Yeah, but in certain circumstances, when there's no bodies left to pull, the play is reviewed.
This breakout is huge here. Let's see.
Yeah, just 1 minute and 16 seconds left, and it's a tie ball game.
Meter-
Body coming off. Yeah, Meter Nino's first to take the walk from that D side as Aftermath going to be crawling into the Snake. Billy Bernacci is already there. And it's going to be Grayson Gladstone again here for ASG.
See what Grayson can do.
See, this is where they've got to know they eliminated that Y guy on the D side, and Steven Mazurek just kind of throws his body away trying to edge Billy out.
Yeah.
That Grayson should just immediately have gone around and bunkered Billy, and it would have been a 4-on-3 situation.
Yep.
But they don't have that information that the Dorito guy died, and Grayson was playing cross. Now, here we go.
Grayson's got to watch
Come on,
Fuzzy, though,
Grayson.
in that temple.
Yeah, X-Factor tucked in the pocket, though. They don't have any outside.
I don't think Fuzzy knows that 50 Snake is hot. Fuzzy now in Snake 2. Snake
Watch.
Snake 1, Snake 2 now. Now he does know the Snake is hot. He's going to go get him.
Yeah, they're going snake side, strong side here. Fuzzy's going to come up. Oh, no, he didn't know he's there. He went right past him. But he went past him and then drew his gun back.
Yeah, I didn't know he was there.
But if he knew he was there, he probably would have got him clean.
Yeah, he just didn't know he was there, Matty.
I can't believe he just didn't check off on him.
Dude, I thought his move was amazing because I thought he knew he was there. And then when he missed him, I was like, oh, I misread that. I thought he knew that he was there.
Well,
Billy Bernacchi now in Aftermath Snake.
Not enough
But
time.
guys, only got 5 seconds left, and I don't think they're having enough time to finish this one out. They are
Overtime.
They're getting the kills they need, but we're going to go to yet another overtime here. And its score only sitting at 1-1.
I think, and that was Stetzel that shot in the break. There's meter right there.
Yep.
Okay.
They're changing. We're in flex 8s now. They're changing their goggles. They're accessorizing. Yeah, you're right, Rich. I was like, man, this is a great move by Matt. The way he just he came all the way around.
Yeah.
And just didn't even look at the 50, which is astounding to me. Even both of them.
I mean, especially because it's so easy to make, and you don't see the guy make the insert from the inside.
Yeah, and it's you can, again, the back center on this field is a little cake. The way that the center 50 hertz brick is turned, you can see start box to start box. So you're going to know you've got 3-2 guys going out with you, and you got to be responsible for the bodies in front of you. There's no like, how many guys went right? I don't know. How many did I see?
Nick,
I don't know.
please stop telling Rich that he's right, because I'm going to have to start using a semi-truck to take his goggles from tournament to tournament. So jumping back into this next point here is Legion's up by 2 with 10 minutes and 44 seconds left, and Bears dropping too early.
Yeah.
Cars lift.
4-on-3 advantage for the Red Legion. As Malloy gets into Snake 2, he's going to get that cross kill in that can. The guys just don't understand that that can is very, very vulnerable from the Snake side, and it's even more vulnerable when the Snake and the Dorito corner get on it together.
Yeah, he was trying to shoot him in the foot.
Foot, yeah.
Unfortunately,
He'll get him now.
Well,
Nope.
no, he came off of it. Sergey screaming about the 50 Snake.
Yeah, Brooklyn
So-
Bears have to worry about that. So still 4 bodies alive. It's a 3-on-4 situation in favor of Legion. Legion does have Malloy in Snake 2, and then here comes J-Rab. J-Rab's going to reposition and get into that wedge.
Hunting. I love
He's
J-Rab,
going
but he goes
to
up
take
and
this
hunts.
highway move. The openings there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need to because Malloy gets the shot heads up, and Bowden going to fell to the corner. So 4-on-2 right now.
Yep. And one of the 2 players for the Bears is in that can. He'll be the first to die, unless Austin gets caught sloppy over the top there.
Yeah.
But this is Red Legion's point to win in a 4-on-2 here.
And one of the things that makes the Red Legion so great is Sergey, though, loses a heads-up gunfight.
You can't even live in that can in a 4-on-2, guys.
Yeah, 3-on-2 right now as Kirill is going to do the tactical retreat and refill.
Great choice of bunker
Yeah,
grill.
and this is why Red Legion is so good. J-Rab recognizes that, repositions to hold off the fill from the can.
Yeah, keeps that guy
And
contained.
the big thing here is Sergey recognized as Bowden, the 4th body is going to drop 4 only, so the can only, and he's eliminated. Sergey makes the call that the 50 brick is inside, and immediately you see a shift from Red Legion to apply pressure and force the 50 brick to play heads up against Malloy and lose a gunfight.
Yep.
Like, those are the small things.
And then J-Rab picks up the containment on that can.
Well,
Let him get outside.
They really have already dialed this field in so well. I mean, the communication, they're playing with intensity, but they're keeping their heads on swivels, the movement. Legion's looking real dialed already just in game 2.
I'd like to apologize now to Cody Mikowski for anything I said in earlier matches. Sorry, Sam.
Hopefully she's still watching.
No, so
Good.
the person playing this, it's not Grayson in the Snake, it's Lucas
Oh, sorry, guys.
for Aftermath. Number
Yeah,
85.
apologies. Shout out to Nate
20 seconds.
for the heads up on that one.
In the pits with Legion, Malloy switches to English to talk to J-Rab.
Even Malloy to me, no English. I'm like, the turd, dude.
Jumping back into it here.
Axel going right up and out to that 50 Snake.
Yeah, referee getting there checking him out. Lucas goes right into the 50 here to do battle with Axel Godin.
Yeah, again, if Lucas can just trade with Axel, that's a good trade, right?
Well, Axel's looking like he wants to come around.
That's the way Axel likes to play.
Froggy. Real froggy.
I see what you did there. Oh, Axel might have some gun issues. I think his marker's off.
Gunner
He's
Hopper,
shooting.
right?
He's back and ready to go, and he immediately switches off the tape, which is still crazy to me because he shoots his gun, and Isaiah had to have heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in overtime right now. It's all coming down to this point. with 4:16 to go and a 5-on-5 situation, but Aftermath pocketed up much more here than XFactor is. As XFactor's got Billy in that snake to deal with Lucas and Axel. Sorry, yeah. So Billy gets out. Secondary's into snake 2. They sent Axel first.
And then they got Meter over here and Fuzzy back. So they got 4 guys snake side, right? And even the guy in the judo can is helping out snake side. There's 4 out of the 5 guns over here.
Yeah, and I know for a fact, having played for XFactor, there's a call for no one wide on the judo tape.
Do you remember that call? I know it was a while ago.
I'm trying to think. I just had it.
It'll come back to you. Just don't think about it.
Yeah, the Ironman call is the one that just popped in my
I
head.
mean, you've been on quite a few teams and had to memorize lots of codes over the
You
years.
do get around, Nick.
Five to be exact. One with all of them except for 187.
Well, you're a winner, Nick, and that's what winners do.
Well,
Billy
Billy-
Bernacci getting
Surround
creative here.
myself by winners, boys.
Appreciate that. But yeah, so right now here is Billy popped the top for a second, and now he's just shooting down that sideline. There's no one out and in the snake with him for Aftermath. As Aftermath still content to just chill in the pocket as we hit the 3-minute mark.
And now Aftermath is kind of stacked up here.
Yeah, similar field position now. Both teams with 4 guys dedicated snake side, 1 guy on the island D side.
Yeah, and so Danner playing inside from that can is preventing the inside move by Aftermath as Aftermath gets out to the snake corner now. And that's a good fill.
Yep.
Contest Billy down the tape and into the snake. I don't know if XFactor saw that move. If Billy comes to the tape sloppy, he might get picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy's gonna have to head check first, make sure that there's no one established on that lane.
And here's the thing I'll say about Billy being the seasoned veteran is he'll probably pop the top just like that to look down the tape instead of exposing his face down the tape.
Yeah.
But he's shooting at that old bunker. He's going to come to the tape.
He sees him now.
Yep.
He knows he's
Well,
there
I don't
now.
think he does. He doesn't. He doesn't.
he's rapping
He does
on the
not.
50, otherwise
He shot
he-
on the
oh,
tape.
Okay, yeah, no, he is. Oh, gotta be
Oh, he
careful.
just saw him,
Oh,
too.
and Billy Bernacci gonna get caught
Good
sleeping
call, Nick.
here in overtime.
Good move from Aftermath player sneaking from the corner, getting snake 1.
I thought for a second that he caught him,
No.
that he saw him as he head checked back in, but you guys are
You
right.
can see his barrels wrapped, right, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? He didn't because he immediately shot at that old bunker, assuming he wasn't on him.
That was. The
And here
tell.
comes the move through the middle to trade.
Great timing from Aftermath, right? Billy gets shot down the line. They bunker Alex out. 4-on-3 advantage here for Aftermath.
Matt
and
Jackson gets shot.
oh, wow.
Where did that come from?
It is looking really good.
Aftermath
Here
looking
for-
really good
yeah.
here. Minute and 30 left in a 4-on-2, guys.
They still got to shoot TJ and they got to shoot Meter, and there's TJ
But-
Danner all the way out into D1. So got to be careful on this close. I think that was Morris that got the snapshot down the sideline and caught Billy.
Aftermath's player in the back center needs to get out of that back center and start applying pressure to one of these 2 players.
Yeah, he's got to be at the eyes on the clock and
Yeah.
being like quarterbacking this.
Yeah, 120. He's got to get in the game, though. No one's shooting at him, and he's not shooting at anybody. It's not really a 4-on-2 if one guy's not playing paintball.
TJ Danner just made the move up into D2.
And we do move out.
He's still looking in front of TJ. TJ looking in front of, and Meter. TJ looking in front of Meter. Meter looking in front of TJ. They're crossed up.
Yeah, Morris has got a crawl.
Got to get
And-
across that gap, right?
Yeah. I mean, he can do it.
Well, we're down to a minute here. Or sorry, 50 seconds.
Yeah, they can't go one at a time.
Oh,
he goes
Danner
with-
gets him.
Danner gets him.
Meter's got it. No, Meter, don't look that way, Meter.
Yeah, so Meter dodges a ball from Morris. So Morris clocking in here. Let's see if he can get the drop in on Meter. Meter feeling the pinch right now. Morris, no paint. No, he's got
2 pods.
Yeah, he's got 2
Roll.
pods, but we felt it. He couldn't see it. And they're trying to finish here. 32 seconds left to try to break this cross. Meter gunfighting. He's going to run out. No one sees Meter get all the way out. Did he get picked up? He
Yep.
did. Got to be careful not to get a penalty here.
Over.
And then TJ gets shot as well. Definitely enough time with
Yep.
22 seconds to run in to hit that buzzer. What an amazing job there from Morris on this snake side. Got some help inside.
Waiting for somebody
And was
to
that Jordan
no
on
paint
the
on
D
him.
side?
Yeah.
Wow, big point there for Aftermath.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
Zurich, Morris, and Jordan winning this game here for ASG Aftermath. And if you can beat XFactor, man, maybe they got a chance. And they needed that win because they lost to Diesel in overtime. So 2 overtime games for Aftermath today. And, man, these 2 teams, as far as elongating the points, drug each other into the deep water, into the gunfights. And so Aftermath's going to go 1-1 with an even point spread. And XFactor going to go 1-1 with a +2.
Yeah, and those 3 right there for Aftermath are old Hunters players that I think were coached by Glenn Forster that came up playing in the WCPPL. And Wayne and company absorbed them into Aftermath. So the core group of guys right there pulling that one out. And a huge move to get up into the, what we missed when Amiter made that move was that Aftermath had came into the wedge. 0.5, Brooklyn Bears, Red Legion.
Red
Huge
Legion
move up and around by Malloy all the way into the Snake 2. Kirill does get taken out, and so does a Bear.
Yeah, 4-on-4, but better field position for Red Legion in the wing on the Dorito side, and Malloy in that Snake 2.
Huge move. An interesting fill back as he looks like he just got, definitely looks like that Bears player just got shot.
Sergey taking the walk. Might be 3-on-3 now. Bears are up in Dorito 2.
And Malloy gets taken out.
Yeah, I think there's a little miscommunication from the Red Legion there. They missed a body somewhere.
Yeah, so move now being made into that D3 position here for the Brooklyn Bears.
Brooklyn Bears going to lose their third body.
2-on-2.
Now 2-on-1 is the corner player for Bears dies. So
Wow.
it should be
2-on-1.
Yeah, J-Rab and look at this.
Sakaguchi's just going to launch, but he's going to run right into J-Rab's gun. So he had no idea that J-Rab was at that Aztec. And then now J-Rab's scanning downfield trying to figure it out.
Yeah, they're calling kill 4. They're just off one body. Once they figure out that it's kill 5, or once the Bears concede.
Yeah, 7 minutes and 40 seconds in this game.
J-Rab all too happy to just sit there and not make a mistake.
Well, point spread. Where are the Bears at?
The Bears are coming into this. We're 1-0 +1.
So yeah, there's
So
decent reason not to concede.
Yeah, not
just
conceding, and maybe even just let a couple minutes go by.
Something just threw a pod.
He's tossing pods, yeah. Just trying to figure out if there's a body in there they don't know about. They don't want to step on any landmines.
Yeah, so it's Karslev and D3, and then now J-Rab's going to start moving up the field to check off these angles. They're just off at 1 kill, trying to find the phantom body.
And here's something to study too. Watch how J-Rab checks everything. Right, as soon as he came around, I think he checked the big important spots, and now he knows, obviously. Now let's see if he just hits it, or he waits. No, he's gonna hit it.
So Legion going to go up by 3 points now with 6:37. And J-Rab finally figured out that it was just him and Karslev. And it will be 2 minutes in between points.
True X ball.
Yeah, we could see a decent. I mean, depending on how fast they go, we definitely could see maybe 3-4 more. Who knows?
If Red Legion gets one more, they're going to bring that second line in if they don't bring him in now. So,
well, it just depends on who scores. Because Legion sitting with a 3-point lead, they get 3 more. That's it. It's curtains. And they'll have 2 Mercy Row wins today. Back in the pits.
I think Rich is right though. I think they're going to throw in that other line.
here they come.
Skeeter, you can see better.
I didn't know if they're going to do it at this point or the next point, but
Yeah, I mean,
based on them winning their last point they played, it kind of makes sense.
Well, let's see what the mindset looks like here in the pits.
You got shot going to the Snake corner.
Yeah, J-Rap shot is on point.
Yeah, J-Rap shot is on point.
No,
Yep,
we're rotating.
Run away from his gun.
not wrong.
or just put 2 on him. Where's he been playing every point?
Yeah, put 2 on J-Rab, put 2 on Malloy,
2 on Karslev.
2 on Karslev. Definitely put 2 on Kirill. And I'd put at least 1 or 2 on Sergey.
Well, I mean, if we get those hotels in the distance are pretty high. If we get someone with the 7.51, we could probably pick off a couple people.
It's kind of it looks like Bears are kind of scratching their heads in the pits right now.
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's
We need to talk. I heard we need to talk, and then the J-Rab shots down.
Yeah.
That's the conversation I've heard so far.
They're like, yeah, listen, guys, everything they're doing is working, okay? So just heads up on that. Heads up on the fact that everything the Russian Red Legion is doing is working for them.
So it's like,
Well, I mean, they should recognize he's out there and look to really push this point to get back in this game and lessen the point spread.
Or loosen the point spread.
You're gonna loosen it up.
Loosen it up.
Here we go.
Let's see line 2. Let's get some kills, boys. Red Legion dropping the first player up the middle. They get outside to both tapes, though. Dorito 1 and Snake 2 with McDarby going from Snake corner, Snake 1.
Bears going to get a body into Snake 1, and also that inside wedge.
And Bears with 5 alive, right?
Correct.
It's a big point. Oh, McDarby looks like he might have been shot. Yeah, kind of sloppy there. Got to tighten that up. Leopard King shoots his way into the Snake corner. Sakaguchi now going forward, getting the cross kill. Just the Leopard King left alive.
So, yeah, pretty quick work here for the Bears against Legion's second line. So that second line is now today 1 and 2.
Right you are, Matty.
Oh, Bears staying in this one and did it pretty quickly. So now only down by 2 with 5:50 to go.
I mean, great recognition. That's what you want to see. They saw the kills. It was Evan Manners that ran down the tape, came around and hit the buzzer. I mean, they can tie this up. They just have to. I mean, you can easily joke around about putting 2 guns on everyone on the starting line for Red Legion, but it is kind of true. Like, that's what you're going to have to do. Karsliff has been taking essentially as much ground as he wants on the Dorito side, and there are some very easy ways to double lane anyone going outside of that can, and no one on the Red Legion likes to play that can, and Sergey's done a good job of getting out. And then the other person is Malloy, and, you know, I'd argue then J-Rab.
Just so you know, Nick, you actually only get 5 guys, so we can't put 2 guys in there. I understand the point you're making, but we only get 5 guys to put against those guys, Nick.
Is there like a 10-man card? Like
That's the
1
challenge
point?
we're talking about. That's the
So
challenge.
just, you know, it's just
Sorry,
put it
you guys are too good.
I'll put it in the suggestion box.
You guys are too good.
But 1 point per game. Get to pull that card out.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to play with 10.
I'm playing at least 6 or 7, right?
Yeah.
This is my
Maybe,
point.
maybe 1 extra body.
With 10.
This is my point. I'm trying to set.
I'm telling you
a
what,
standard
when
here.
we were all walking the field last night, we should have played 100 on 100 with all the pros out here.
That would have been
That's what
fun.
we should have done. Matty, you could have refed.
No.
Get in there, Matt. I think he
From
said
up,
no.
From up here with the PA. Yes, you're out over there.
Yeah, eliminate yourself.
My reffing days are over. I reffed a lot of paintball tournaments. I used to work at a paintball field. God bless the refs. Definitely not reffing 100 on 100 game either. What's the
With
point?
us. You also get a gun.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, but you ref on the tower here.
I mean, I'd play in that. That would be pretty
Oh,
sweet.
you hear that? Matty said he'd play.
I will ref from the tower with a gun.
Yeah, I know, Rich. I know you will. All right, here we go. Point number 7. Looking at Red Legion on your screen.
On the breakout here, as Legion puts their starting lineup back out. See how the Bears do against them.
They survived the breakout, Matty.
Yeah, they did. 5 on 5. But there
That's
goes
huge.
Karslev on a secondary as he dives into D3.
He is just feasting over there.
He did a big up and dive out past the corner and scurried all the way up to the Dorito 1, then quickly to the Dorito 2 or 3, depending on how you look at that side. 5:20 to go in this game. Better field position on the snake side for the Bears as Evan Manners comes out of that back center to get into this V.
Here
Why?
comes Malloy, though, sneaking up into Snake 2. Got Kirill inside of him. Malloy's outside looking down the tape. Kirill's inside looking across field. J-Rab backing them both up. Sergey in the can.
It's wild that
Low
Sergey's
wrap.
able to play like that in the can with
Yeah, if
him in the 50.
and that's.
Insane.
I think that's only because Karslov is so far up that D side that he's afraid to wrap.
I understand that, but that's like what we're talking about with J-Rap, right? Like
Yeah.
over the top right now.
Yep.
And there's the containment on the outside.
Reading the pressure,
what Matt
right?
Jackson was doing earlier.
Yep. Reading the
You
pressure.
need to know your next shot is a quick burst into that can.
Yeah,
And had
hard
he-
wrap, right?
Yeah, and had he had done it 10 seconds ago, Sergey would be dead.
Yep.
Eliminated. by
Nick's
paintballs.
not lying.
Yeah, so there's our eye in the sky with 5 on 5 situation still, which could make this point a little long. Because Legion, they'll take a 2-point win, 3-point win, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't need to start running the score up because they ran the score up in the first one with the mercy rule.
Oh, no one's looking at Malloy.
And then the Bears, again, the Bears don't want to let this get out of hand either as far as the point spread is concerned. So they're probably not going to risk too much either.
There's 4 guys over here, and none of them are looking at Malloy. And if he figures that out, he's going to get all 4 of them. Every time Manners switches off, there's no one looking at Malloy.
Right you are, Rich.
Hear that, Matt?
I heard it.
Get my goggle truck ready.
Oh, and here's the pod toss by Malloy. Empty pod, though.
Yeah, it
See if
doesn't
he
have the
does a full
same
pod.
effect. It doesn't have the same effect.
Yeah, you got to sacrifice pod.
Yeah.
With full pod because it needs to have some heft to it.
I feel like this is the one scenario, too. You guys see that movie, Failure to Launch?
Yeah.
Shot at Pevs. This is the perfect opportunity for Malloy just to go body slam that bunker and just knock him over.
Yeah, just push him out in the lane.
Just go take him out. I don't advocate that, but I can see it happening as we're looking at Sergey and Karsliv for the Red Legion on the far upper hand side of your screen.
Yeah.
On the Dorito tape right there. Great shot.
And not to be too critical of the Bears, because obviously they're playing in a tough match here, but they are down by 2 points, and the clock is ticking away, and eventually they're going to lose this match if they don't start mounting a little offense here. Because it looks like the Red Legion is just happy to just win with this 2-point lead, right?
Yeah, but the Bears, because they won their first game, may be content to take this loss as long as the point spread doesn't get crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I was going to say that's an interesting mindset, but you sure.
And look at this battle right here. You can see on our screen from Malloy on, is that Mark?
Well, I'm not saying the Bears they're not going to lose on purpose, but they're also not going to take risky, huge moves.
Doubled up. They haven't seen this before. J-Rab playing over
4-on-4.
Malloy.
Yeah, doubling up Snake 2. I don't think we've seen anyone double up Snake 2 yet.
And Manner's going to lose a gunfight. Is he going to trade with J-Rab? I think he might have.
Yep.
No refs calling either of them out.
Well,
Well, Manners got shot. I guess it bounced. So Manners wins that gunfight with J-Rab.
So the double up Snake 2 spot doesn't work. Here goes Malloy's going to launch, and he's going to trade. So just one body over here towards the Snake side for Legion with Kirill at the wedge. Sergey still at the can. 2-on-3. Yeah, 2-on-3 situation. Oh, Kirill getting shot. So signs of life right now from the Bears, man. I mean, they put a point up right now and do it in the next. Yeah, there goes. So they're still in this match now. It's a 1-point game. They're probably going to have about a minute and 40.
It was a 4-on-2.
Wow.
But Manners got team killed at the end. Mark. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so Bears hanging with Legion.
I don't think Sergey's helping his case out any over there.
So 2-minute break here before we start the next one. See if Bears with not a ton. It was a minute 40 left.
I'd like to see Red Legion bring in the second line now. Show that
I
you got
knew
some
you were
confidence
gonna say
in.
that.
Show you have some confidence in those guys, right?
I love where your head's at, Rich, but I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, Rich, you're not right on that one.
Yes.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
Well, let's see what they're saying here, because they have an opportunity to tie this game up.
Mark! All right, hey, everyone relax. 120.
You need any more paint for the load, or you good?
Nick, you good? Nick, you need out. Check your out.
I got it there.
I played 2 points. I'm fucking good.
I'm asking you.
Fucking go!
Hey, Nick, we got
And
one.
Nick's pumped up.
We got a minute.
I feel like he's ready to go.
1 minute.
Check and make sure Mark's okay. Mark, are your panties in a twist? You need a timeout?
Good job, Alan. Good job.
140. 1-point game, 140.
Hey, look, they're gonna call timeout. They're not even out there. They're not even coming out.
We're scared.
They're tired.
Gas.
They are tired.
Hey, 140 on the clock. 140 on the clock.
That's what I just said.
Down by 1.
Gotta love the confidence. So one thing the Northeast guys never lack in is confidence.
That and talking smack. Never shortage of that either.
Could be 5-0. Be like, got them right where we
Is that all
want
you
'em.
got? Is that all you got?
Right where we want them, boys.
Yeah, who's the other team that acts like that?
I don't know.
Matty, can you help me out? Rich has lost.
They haven't
lost-
really been like that lately.
New York Extreme, I would say.
Yeah, they're not as chirpy as they used to be. I would like them to get a little more chirpy again.
Oh,
I
I
know.
thought maybe that was your doing, telling him, hey.
It was my doing in the past,
Yes.
right, when it was a problem. But you got to find that balance, right? You want to have fun, you want to be entertaining, but you don't want to be disrespectful, and you obviously don't want to hurt your team.
Well said.
Thanks, Nick. I
Actions.
never get this kind of support from Matt.
Actions, you'd say, speak louder than words.
Here come the Red Legions.
Get the support.
Shockingly, they go with the first line. A little bit of a different look. Kind of a surprise there.
Yeah, they got the starting line coming out.
Look for Malloy to come this way. J-Rab to back him up. Cars lift up the middle.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, because Legion is running the same guys, how often they'll be changing their game plan, or if they're just going to, hey, if it's working.
They're
They
winning
can't
almost
stop
every
it.
breakout, man.
I mean, no one shut down Karslev yet.
He's making that move every single time.
It's, it's an old paintball adage. If they can't stop it, we keep running it.
That's right. They don't stop us.
And Karslev is going to run all the way to D2. Do they shoot him off the break? I don't think so. They are going to shoot the can off the break. Red Legion shoots the can off the break.
5-on-4 advantage for Red Legion. Bears in a tough spot, down by a point here, down by a body. As Karslev gets into that Dorito 3, Sergey inside him in that small temple. Other 3 Red Legion players on the snake side.
And it is the Bears down by 1, so they're the ones that are going to have to press this attack down
They
a
gotta-
body.
they
As
gotta attack.
Karslev makes the 50 Dorito, top middle of your screen in that blue. There it is, number 1.
Yeah, Legion's in real good position to fight fire with fire right now, as they have 2 of the crucial spots on the field as we hit the minute mark.
Yeah, and they don't have to.
No, they're still winning by 1, so.
Yeah. And the Bears might, they might attack with 10 or 15 seconds left, or they might just let this point go. 1-point game, very close, playing against an amazing team in the Red Legion.
I feel like, Rich, they are going to just let it go, and
Yeah.
if anything, it's going to be Red Legion that goes.
It's possible. I kind of feel like both these teams might just let it go, unless one of these teams gets another key kill.
Yeah, and Manners fills out to the not-so-fun bunker on the Dorito side. To Dario with Karslev heads up. Malloy, I don't think he's heard that news yet. To look inside at that, because Manners would get his back peeled off.
Yeah, I think Malloy's just protecting himself here, right? Just protecting that position, kind of.
Yeah.
He's got 2 bodies back. And oh, Kirill taking the walk from that 50 over there.
And here comes the
Obviously,
big move
Karslev
from the Brooklyn Bears. They're going to try to come through and
Gets caught.
gets caught. So,
Gets
hey,
one.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you're down by 1. There was about 8 seconds left when he launched.
Yeah.
Not much of a risk. I mean, yeah, risk for your specific life in that point, but you're not going to give them enough time to come back and score another point. So that's going to do it here for day 1. Legion undefeated, but Bears look pretty tough against the team that just won the last event. And then another heartbreaking loss for XFactor in overtime as Aftermath took that victory. So both those teams, they go 1-1. So join us tomorrow morning early here at 8 o'clock. It's going to be Notorious taking on the ML Kings, Infamous, and New York Extreme here at the 2024 Mid-Atlantic Major. I'm Matty Marshall here on Go Sports. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. What a great day. So many overtime matches, close battles, pretty much all day long. See you guys tomorrow morning.